See these medals here? These aren't all of them. Lucy has some other ones. But we're about to get another one in 4 weeks. Unless I get my first DNF, did not finish, or DSQ, disqualified. But I'm not sure how you can get disqualified in a running event. That's a bit weird. I'm now in the the final 2 training weeks before I go into the taper. And I'm about to hit my first run of the week. It's Monday, so I'm doing my race pace run today. This is my most important run of the week, which is why I'm rushing, because I'm a bit late already. It's past 6, it's 6:30. So gonna hit 3K at a 5 pace, 7K at a 4:42, 1K at 5 to recover easy, 7K at 4:42, another 1K at 5, and then the final 3K at 4:36. So these are essentially all the paces I want to run in the marathon in terms of like my negative split. I have my gels packed in my shorts. This time no vest because I'm planning to run without a vest. And then I'm bringing these 2 guns. So let's see how it goes. So as always, I didn't record anything in my training. I actually PR'd my half marathon by 2 minutes. So it wasn't an all-out effort, which boosts my confidence a lot. So this run was great. Like, my deload has worked very well and my body is just, a lot of things clicked. I owe this shop money. This guy, I owe them £1 or €1 or like 4 dirhams, because yesterday I had an emergency purchase of carbs and I had to buy bananas, and they don't take cards. Like, it's a very it's like a corn shop. They only sell fruits. And of course they only take cash. Good morning from the car. So it's Tuesday morning now. I had an incredibly good run yesterday, like I mentioned. PR'd my half marathon, and it was just a great run in general. But, the highs don't last. Just like the lows don't last, the highs don't last either. So yesterday, I'm currently in the car going to the track session again to Dubai. The worst thing yesterday, Jesus Christ. So I went to bed at 8:50, so before 9 p.m, to get just above 7 hours of sleep in. And then I couldn't fall asleep at first, probably until 10 p.m. And then the guys in my neighbor flat, which is currently empty, but I think they are like replacing the furniture, whatever, renovating some shit, I don't know. They started drilling at 10:20 p.m. And at first I thought, okay, well, maybe this was a one-off. So I tried to fall asleep. Same shit, 11:10 p.m. And at that point I was like, do you know what? No, not with me, because it's unacceptable. Like, I can tolerate a lot of things, but someone fucking drilling for an hour at 11 p.m. in a residential building where there's other people, it's just no. So I got up, I rang the bell over there, and the 2 guys, I opened the door and I was like, are you drilling? And he was like, yeah. And it was almost like as if it was the most normal thing to do at 11. I was like, can you please stop it? Because it's 11:10. People are trying to sleep and you can't be drilling at this hour. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. 10 minutes, I will be done. I was like, no, you need to stop it. And then also for next time, you need to think at what time you're doing these things, because if someone's drilling in an apartment, unless it's extremely well isolated, you're going to wake up the floor below, the people next to you, the people above you. So you can't be doing that. And sometimes I get frustrated because in Austria, where I'm from, no one would be doing that. So for example, in Austria, in my hometown, there are certain things you're not allowed to do at certain hours. Like for example, even Sunday afternoon or Sunday in general, I think, you're not allowed to do any like gardening work that involves noise. And then sometimes you get to other countries and they just do things, and obviously I can't complain because I am an immigrant here. Well, I am an immigrant. But I'm still like, yeah, so bottom line, I haven't checked my Garmin yet because I don't even want to know what my sleep stats and my recovery stats are today. I probably got at a very maximum 5 hours of sleep in. My recovery is probably shit. And the thing is as well, I wouldn't mind, right? In general, like these things happen, but it's also the hard thing when you are doing something like a marathon, because one poor night of sleep when you're training very hard, or like me yesterday, I did a relatively hard run. It wasn't super high intensity, but still like it had an effect on my body. If I then get a shit night of sleep in after, it's actually going to take me probably 3 times as long to recover and get back to normal baseline. But yeah, what to do? That's the reality of it. So let's see how this run goes today. I want to push this track session hard today. I just arrived in Dubai Sports City. I have 25 minutes, or actually 20 minutes, until the session starts. So I'm gonna try and actually warm up now. It's very dark in here, but I'm gonna try and do a bit of a warm up to release the tension from my back and then hit this run hard. I won't be able to film this, as always, because there's lots of people and I don't want to set up the camera. So, done with the track session. That was brutal. So we did 400 meter repeats, 400 meters at 10k pace, 40 seconds rest, 400 meters at 5k pace, 40 seconds rest, 400 meters at 3k pace, and then 4 minutes rest. So total 1.2 kilometers of distance. And I started running with the group who ran the 10k pace at 4:15, which is probably faster than my actual 10k pace. I think I could probably run a 5k at 4:15, but then the guys decided to accelerate the pace because they found it too easy. And I was running in group 2, I think. There was only one group ahead of us that was running a faster pace, and I was in a group with all the men. Managed to push through until the very last rep. I had to stop, I think 100 meters short. I was blowing up, but I'm very happy I was able to hit. So I think we ran the first rep of the 400 meters at around a 3:45 to 4. Then the second one around a 3:30 to 3:40, and then the final one even at a sub 3:30. So I've never been able to hit these paces before. So we're getting a breakfast in. This time it's a salmon bagel. I don't know why this isn't detecting here. Now it is. Proper salmon bagel. And of course a coffee.
So this is from where?
Love eating bagels. It's just very good. Not the same as in New York, but we take this one. So I have a water stain here, by the way. It's not me like salivating over myself. I got some liquid on my shirt and then I washed it. So I think I need to stop filming in here now because it's too busy. Most beautiful weather. So it's that time of the week again where we have a massive run. So I'm about to do 34k. It's already 6 a.m. That's why I can't hear the mosque. It's over. Prayers are over. I had a pretty shitty night of sleep. I don't know why, but I don't sleep too well in my house. I sleep way better in Lucy's house, even though her mattress is a stone. Like, you feel like you're sleeping on an actual stone. So I'm feeling okay, I would say. I hate it when I get poor sleep plus not enough sleep. You just feel a bit like shit. So not the best conditions to do a 34k run, but this is going to be an easy run, so I'm going to be running around 4:30. Let's see how I feel. Maybe I'll push it to a 5:20. Did I say 4:30? I meant 5:30. Maybe I'll push it to a 5:20. But yeah, no hard effort today. And then I've also planned out my full peak week yesterday. So I'm gonna make a few changes, like eat less fiber. So one of my big issues on my long runs was always the toilet. So I want to definitely avoid that, because yeah, if you have to go and use the toilet during a race, no. You're yeah, it's no good. That's worse than getting knee pain or whatever. This week I'm gonna be getting to 97, I believe. Let me check Strava. In Strava we trust, because I cannot trust anything else. 63 plus 34. 63.7 plus 34. I need to use a calculator. I'm just kidding. So, okay, I'm gonna be close to 98k. Lucy would need a calculator for this. This girl, she can't do any math. Like, if you ask her what's 7 times 7, she would be like, I need a calculator. Yeah, it's a bit concerning, but what to do. So 98 is gonna be in total. Almost. Yeah, so let's smash this run. And then we're gonna go to Dubai, because Madame needs to do her nails and I want to get a massage, but I haven't booked one yet, so hopefully let's get that done. Hopefully I can get one, not for my legs, so no massage, no shit like that when you're running this much, because that's gonna mess up things. I might get one in my taper, but I think no, so I want to just get an upper back, or like upper body, so shoulders, neck. I've been a bit tense, I think it's from sitting at my laptop and sitting in the fucking car. But yeah, no lower body. For me, like, especially when I do massage on my legs, it messes up a lot of stuff. Like, I don't feel great after. It looks decent. Way better than last time. That was a long run. Long. 44k. But it's done. We got it done. Where is my phone? So these runs they're massive. Like, they're so big. And I find, even though I run them at an easy pace, and today I just kept a steady easy pace, so no race pace segments or anything, but I find them, just because of the distance and the duration, actually one of my harder runs. I find them hard from the time you spend on the feet, and like usually around, I'd say 28k mark, at least in training runs, but especially when you go above 30, my lower back started hurting a bit. Just my entire posterior chain started hurting a bit, my calves, my ankles, my hamstrings, but that's just part of the life when you're training for a marathon. So in this run, again, I'm saying the same thing every week, because hopefully, like, I'm starting to stutter now. I'm pretty much I've documented so far, I think, every single week in this prep, and you can hopefully see that it's repetition every week. Like, it's repetition, doing the same thing. Like, easy runs, long runs, I've probably told you every single week I ran them at around a 5:30. So Again, the easy long runs, the pace doesn't change. Like you're not changing the pace of an easy run just because you're feeling great on the day, or I don't know, like you're you could run faster. Like you don't do that. You keep the paces that you have in the plan, they stay the same. They stay the same even if your fitness improves over time. Like for example, you could run these at whatever, a faster pace. It doesn't matter, they stay the same. I ran this today at a 5:25, so the 34k, and my heart rate was a 1:32 on average, which is very good. Actually, Strava adjusted my marathon prediction downwards again by 30 seconds, so I'm now sitting on a 3:22 13 seconds according to Strava. Garmin is very optimistic. Like Garmin is just it's so off. Like it's so off. It has me on 3 hours and 12 minutes for the marathon. It has me on 18 minutes and 44 for the 5k. It has me on 1:28 for a half, and it has me on 39 minutes and 52 seconds for 10k. These are not my times. Like I know, like I am very much optimistic and always like push and blah 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 blah. But you also need to stay realistic. Like I am very far away from running any of these times. I would probably say the most realistic is probably the marathon, even though it's also a couple of minutes off. But my half is by no means on a 1:28. My 5k is by no means on 18 minutes. But next year, these are probably my 2026 predictions. And end of 2026, we could do for sure. We finished. It's a bit like the sun is a bit annoying. What to do? So we finished now this full week. So this was a very big week of training for me. This week has been very good. I would say this long run was okay-ish. I felt it was hard, like especially the last 4k. I had to really, make sure my legs don't fall off. But other than that, my runs this week have been massive. Like I'm very, very happy with this prep so far. There were definitely a couple of things that didn't go to plan, but all in all, I've nailed the training, I've nailed the food. Yeah, I'm gonna drive back home now and have my breakfast and my meal to recover quickly, because on Monday we go again. Biggest week of training, 100k running. So we need to make sure, the legs don't fall off, we don't get injured, we're not under recovered, we sleep enough. And we use now the Saturday and tomorrow rest day, Sunday, to get a good night of sleep in, and then go again on Monday. So we're gonna wrap up this YouTube here. It's Sunday now. I have no energy left for life. It's bad. Very, very bad. And I actually recovered pretty well. All my recovery metrics are in the green. So this is also saying when you've gotten relatively fit, I would say. Not just how hard can you train, but how quickly can you recover. So we had a big Nando's meal yesterday, as always. Dubai Mall. Saturdays are for Dubai Mall, because it's the place to be in Dubai. Everything is indoors. I'm feeling okay. Like Sunday is always a bit of a weird day because it's my rest day. I got 9 hours of sleep. I wake up, I go for a walk. It's a very chill day. I rest and recover for the week and get ready for the week. The question is, can I hit a sub 320 in 3 weeks, sub 320 marathon? So my current prediction is yes, I definitely do have the level of fitness right now. My training block overall was very successful. It's definitely the fittest I've ever been, even though people tend to say that all the time. But when I look at my running progress, and if I compare that specifically to Abu Dhabi Marathon last year, I am a lot fitter. My running is a lot better. I've ran a lot more over the last 12 months than I did over the 12 months before the 2024 marathon. Now obviously that makes a big difference. My paces, my running speeds are much faster, my aerobic pace is better. What else? My body composition is way better. Yeah, I'm just overall a lot fitter and a lot faster. It will come down to the day, my pacing strategy, nailing the nutrition and just not having anything go to shit. So I would say I will definitely give it my everything and just push. I will pace my race to hit a sub 320. If at any point I realize I'm gonna blow up or whatever, then I might have to adjust on the fly. What I don't want to do is really push and then obviously hit the wall and not finish the race, or finish in a time that is slower than my last one. So what I usually do is I start slower and then I start picking up the pace and I finish on a high, so running a negative split. So I'm gonna set these based on hitting a sub 320. It's also the way I've trained over the last weeks and months. Gonna train hard for the next 7 days, tick off my biggest runs, and then taper for 2 weeks. And it's finally race day. I'm very excited to do an event again and do a race again. This is probably the thing I'm most excited about. Just where are the flies everywhere? Going to Abu Dhabi, having a weekend away, racing again. Haven't done a race or an event since High Rocks in April. It's been a long time, so it's time to race again and definitely bring home a PB, but hopefully a sub 320.